Okay, the next thing we're going to do in trigonometry is find the size of an angle. So far we've been finding the sides, the length of sides. You can also use trigonometry to find the size of angles. Now, inverse trig functions. You did look at this in our first lesson when I taught you how to use the calculator, where you had to go sine, shift sine, second function sine. Do you remember you were doing those to find the size of the angle? So when you see this, sine to the minus 1x, it means the angle whose sine is x. Cos to the minus 1 of x. So you will see it like this. If I write, for example, sine theta is x, see here I don't know the size of theta. Now, we were doing questions like this last week. You were doing sine theta is a half and you were putting it in on your calculator. You had to go shift sine, second function sine, half, and you got your answer. If I want to work out theta, I write theta. To do that, I'd go sine to the minus 1 of whatever x is. So that means when I do sine to the minus 1 of x, it means the angle whose sine is x. See, sine of this angle is x. You don't really have to know this, but I'm just giving you the definition. All right, cos to the minus 1x, the angle whose cosine is x. Tan to the minus 1x, the angle whose tangent is x. Girls, cos and sine, S-I-N really means sine, S-I-N-E. That's an abbreviation. Cos means cosine. And tan actually means tangent. S-I-N, cos, and tan are abbreviations for sine, cosine, and tangent. The reason I'm telling you that is that when we do it next year, there's a relationship between cosine and sine. And you need to know that cos really means cosine. And then you'll remember exactly what the relationship is going to be. All right? Now, to find the size of an angle, again, we just determine which ratio is used the same way, write down the equation, but we'll be using shift, inverse, or second function key to find the size of the angle. And then if we want to convert our answer to degrees, minutes, and seconds, we'll use our DMS button. Now, you've already practiced doing that. So let's just look at some questions. I think it's just best to do the examples. Find the size of the angle marked theta or alpha. Girls, I do not mark the side that I do not know. In this question, I don't mark that side because I don't know about it and I don't want to know about it. And that's because nothing's there. So what have I got? 16 is what? Adjacent, hypotenuse, or opposite? Opposite, and the other one is? So I go. Which one's that? So. Sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Sine theta is 16 over 37. Do you remember how to do these from last week? Theta. So sine of that angle. I don't know what the angle is. I can't go and press sine angle. I don't have the angle. That's when you use sine to the minus 1. So theta will be sine to the minus 1 of 16 on 37. Now you can actually put it into your calculator like that. So you go. You press second function, sine, press your fraction button, 16 over 37, arrow away from the fraction. Do you know what I mean? That right arrow, and press equals. Tell me exactly what it says. 25.622027. Etc. Girls, I want this to the nearest degree. Now, at the moment, is it in decimal format or is it in degrees, minutes, seconds? All right, so you can round it to the nearest degree without changing it to degrees, minutes, and seconds. Now, don't change it to degrees, minutes, and seconds, but if you did 25 degrees, do you have more than half a minute? 0.6, is that more than half? All right, change it to degrees, minutes, and seconds. Tell me what you get. 25 degrees, 30-something minutes. Because 0.6 is decimal. When you're talking decimals, we're out of 10. When you change it to degrees, minutes, seconds, you're out of 60. In other words, 60 minutes in a degree, just like there's 60 minutes in an hour. So if you keep it in decimal format, you can just round to the nearest whole number. That's it. You may as well just keep it in decimal format, because tell me what that is to the nearest degree. 20? 26 degrees. If you want, if that's confusing, if you want, so it is 26 degrees. See, that's 25.622 degrees. But who changed it to degrees, minutes, seconds? Can you read it out again? 25 degrees, 37 minutes, 19, I'm just going to go seconds. Girls, 25 degrees, 37 minutes. 37 minutes is more than halfway round the clock, right? So it's 26 degrees. Do you get it? When you're rounding to the nearest degree, you don't have to change to degrees, minutes, seconds. You can just do it like a normal number. Next question. Girls, what do I have? Sine, cos, what? Opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse, what? Adjacent, hypotenuse, car. Are we ready? Cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. Cos alpha, it actually is. Adjacent's 5.4, hypotenuse 19.5. So cos of something, you can't press cos of the angle. You don't know what the angle is. So that's when you go, alpha is cos to the minus 1 of 5.4 over 19.5. And you will get an answer. And we want it to the nearest degree, so it's just rounding it to the nearest whole number. Can you enter that on your calculator? Cos to the minus 1, 5.4. 16 point, I need more than one person. That's a 25. Girls, can you not see it? Click. Can I get off the other question?
This is 73.92.
All right. Girls, make sure you're in degrees mode. Shift cos 5.4 over 19.5, which is why I want more than one person doing it, please. 73.92335. etc. Make sure you get the same. Did you do it again? So girls, to the nearest degree? That's 74, but to be sure, if you want to do it in degrees and minutes, 55 and
24.
seconds, well, we know 55 minutes is almost a degree or an hour as you would think of it. It's 74. So girls, you can go straight from there to there for rounding to the nearest degree, but when you round to the nearest minute, like we'll be doing next, you have to put it in degrees, minutes, seconds. Girls, can I move the screen? In relation to theta, we have opposite and adjacent. TOA. Tan of theta is opposite over adjacent. Tan of theta is 49 over 10. Theta is, you have to do tan to the minus 1 on your calc. What do you get? We want the nearest minute this time, not nearest degree, nearest minute. 0.4, but that's in decimal. I don't want that. I need it in degrees, minutes, seconds. Round it to the nearest minute. So what is it? You need to go shift, DMS, 78 degrees. It's got to be less than 30 minutes because it's 0.46. Is that what you got? 78.4653? You need to change that into degrees, minutes, seconds. I'm waiting for someone to do it. DMS. When you get that answer, 78 degrees, 20 what?
27.
Minutes, how many seconds? I need to know exactly. 78 degrees,
27
minutes,
and 55.37.
okay, minutes. Degrees, minutes, seconds. DMS. Shh. Girls, I know you might be a little bit confused about the seconds, but we don't have to concern ourselves too much about the seconds. You know when you run a race, degrees, hours, minutes, seconds, you can do hundredths. After the decimal point in seconds, there's hundredths of a second. All right, so tell me what that is to the nearest minute. 78 degrees, how many minutes? 27 or 28?
28.
Good. Next question, did you do it? Sine, cos or tan?
10.
So we got opposite, adjacent. You work on it on your own, please, and then just look up when you're done to check your answer. Problem is I don't have a calculator here. So we're going to need degrees, minutes, seconds, and then an answer. So girls, in this case, you probably don't want to write the decimal answer. Save yourself a line. Anyone? What did you get? That to degrees, minutes, seconds. We've got 21 degrees, 16 minutes, 46.58 seconds. Rounding that to the nearest minute, 21 degrees, is it going to be 16 or 17 minutes? Well, it's 40, more than 30 seconds, so we round up to 17 minutes. Question 3A. You girls can answer. Find the size of the angle marked theta. That would be this angle here. Correct to the nearest degree. And I know that you've got 9C and 11Cs, but don't worry about that. Just mark your sides and do it as normal. How would you do this? You've got adjacent and you've got hypotenuse. So we've got car. Cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. What should I put in now, girls? What do I write? What's adjacent? 9C over 11C. What do you think happens? So girls, what do I do now? I cancel out the C's and I get 9 over 11. So therefore theta equals to the minus 1 of 9 on 11.
35.09.
So we want to the nearest degree, so 35.5. No, 35 point,
09680.
etc. 096, whatever. We just want it to the nearest degree, so we don't need to change it to degrees, minutes, seconds. What do we get? Nearest degree. 30.
35 degrees and 6 minutes.
To the nearest degree.
35.
35 degrees. Girls, if you want, you can change that to degrees, minutes, seconds. Is that what's confusing you?
Yeah.
All right, change it then. 35 degrees,
6 minutes.
6 minutes, whatever. So that's closest to 35 degrees. But you can, when you're rounding to the nearest degree, just round it like a normal whole number. 35.0 is closer to 35. But if you want, you can always go to degrees and minutes. Okay, next question, you need to draw it. I really need to do the question 4s. Girls, look, 35 degrees, 5 minutes, 49 seconds, which is to the nearest degree, 35. But girls, I'm trying to say when you round to the nearest degree, you can just round it like a normal whole number, 35. Okay, next question, you need to draw it. So you've got triangle ABC. Where are you going to put the right angle? Where are you going to put the right angle? In triangle ABC, angle A is 90. Where will I put A? 90 degrees. At the right angle. Great. It doesn't matter which one's bigger, B or C. It doesn't matter. I can just call any other B and any other C. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to go B and C. Or I could go B and C. It really doesn't matter. It does not matter. All right. Did you put it down the other way, didn't you, girls? All right. So what do I put here?
12.2.
Good. And BC is? Yep. So now I find the size of angle B. I'll call that one theta. I can actually go tan of B, tan of angle B. I don't have to call it theta. So girls, I'm going to do that so that you just see something different. I want to find angle B. I can call it tan of B, tan of angle B. It's not tan, by the way. I don't know why I'm putting tan.
Cos.
That's right. We've got adjacent hypotenuse. Cos of angle B, adjacent on hypotenuse. Cos of angle B is 12.2 over 13.5. So B is cos to the minus 1 of 12.2 on 13.5. Nearest degree, girls. So whatever number you get, you just round it off to the nearest whole number when it's near.
25 degrees, 21 minutes, and 22.679. 0.679. Oh.
25 degrees, 21 minutes.
2.679.
Really? Thousandths of a second. Oh, okay. Good. So 25 degrees, 21 minutes, 2.679 seconds. So we just wanted to the nearest degree. So what is it, 25 or 26?
25.
Girls. Yep. All right, you're going to do question 4 now. Okay, ladies. Someone has said, girls, we've got 1, 2 triangles. I want you to look at it as the big triangle, big right angle triangle, and the smaller right angle triangle. That's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to label them A, B, C, A, B, D. So I've got the big right angle triangle, the small right angle triangle. In year 10, we are going to learn how to do the other triangle that's not right angle, but at the moment in year 9, you only learn how to work with right angle triangles. So if I've got the big right angle triangle, AD is 101, and I don't have anything else, but I know that that angle in there is theta. I probably should have drawn the small triangle first, but doesn't matter. The small triangle, I do know that this is 78 AC. Girls, I've got a right angle. I can work out this angle with the point here. Tell me what it is. 50. Angle, sum of a straight line. That little angle in there is 50. So girls, what side is in common between that small and big triangle? If I work out, I should work out AB, because when I work it out, I can write it on this triangle, and then I can work out theta. So girls, I really should have drawn the ABC triangle first, so I'm going to put a 1 here and a 2 there, and I'm going to do my working out here first. So girls, what I'm going to do, I'm going to work out AB using the small triangle, then I'm going to write my answer onto the big triangle and use that to find theta in the big right angle triangle. So what am I going to use in the small triangle? So I've basically copied them. Girls, remember C is somewhere along here in the middle. So what have I got? Sine, cos, or tan for the 50? Hypotenuse? Opposite. Sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Sine of 50 is opposite is x over hypotenuse is 8. Am I finding a side length or an angle here? Yeah, I'm finding out the side length. X equals, how do I do it? X divide by 78. I wish that divide by 78 wasn't there. What are you going to do with the divide by 78? Yeah, times sine of 50 times 78. That will give me x. Now, you are going to get a rounded off answer, but we'll keep it.
59.75146.
All right, 59.7.
59.751466,
...
etc.
Keep it there. Don't lose it. 59.751466 ... I'm just going to write it here. 75.975, whatever it is. 97, I don't know what it says. I haven't even written it right. 59.751 ... It's in there. Okay. We're on to the second triangle. Do not cancel that out. What are you going to do? For the second triangle, how am I going to work out theta? Sine, cos, or tan? I don't have adjacent, so I've got opposite and hypotenuse. Sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Sine theta is that answer which you've still got, 59.751466 ... over hypotenuse is what? 101. I hope you haven't cleared your calculator. This is what you press. Don't press cancel. You press shift sign, fraction button, or no, shift sign answer fraction button 101. I'm hoping the 59 will come back up for you. Do you get second function sine answer? You press answer now. Does the 59 come up? The last answer. Did you know that your calculator keeps answers in there? Girls, provided you don't cancel this, someone give me your calculator and I'll show you. Can I have someone's calculator? But if you do keep that answer, you can put that answer, divide it by 101, press equals, and then go shift sign answer. Do you understand what I've just said? See how you've got that answer and it's got to be divided by 101? You can keep that answer in there, press divide by 101 equals, then press shift sign answer equals. Otherwise, just do it like that. What do you get? Nearest minute. Someone call out an answer.
36 degrees, 16 minutes, and
13 seconds. Or 14. 13 point. Okay. Which gives me 36 degrees, how many minutes? 14. 17. 16. 36 degrees, 16 minutes. Okay, ladies.